we prepared a presentation about the carbon tax, so I hope you to enjoy our presentations. My name is Min-Bo Kim. Let's start. Everyone must be already heard about the global warming or climate changes many times. The temperature of the Earth is rising, and the area of the Arctic sea ice is decreasing dramatically. Global warming has become perhaps the most complicated issue facing world leaders. Here are some pictures of the Arctic sea ice from the 2003 to 2007. This is a picture at 2003 and at 2004, 2005, 2006. So we can see that the Arctic sea ice is becoming thin by the changes of the color. And the summer in 2007 was the first time that the part of the perennial sea ice, which is the area covered by this black dotted line, was open water. The greenhouse gases is the most important causes of this problem, global warming. So it's called greenhouse effect. The greenhouse gases surrounding the Earth absorb some heat energy which goes to the outside of the Earth. Because the amount of the greenhouse gases are bigger than before, the Earth is warming. Carbon dioxide is one of the major greenhouse gases. This is a graph which shows the carbon dioxide emissions for each country. So we can see that China and the US are the country who has the biggest amount of carbon dioxide emissions. If we zoom in this part, then we can see the information of the South Korea. We are ranked in 8th, and the amount of the carbon dioxide emissions are increased 1.2% the last year. This is the information at 2009, and I think that the rank are almost the same now. So this information means that we are the one who should take some responsibility for global warming. We should pay attention for global warming and carbon dioxide emissions. The questions must be arises from here is that how to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. There are two ways to implement our thought. The first one is the emissions trading system, and the second one is the carbon tax. Our key idea is that put the price on the use of a carbon. The first one, the emissions trading system, is a market-based mechanism to incentivize the reduction of carbon dioxide emissions. This schema operates through the allocation and trade of carbon dioxide emissions allowances, and these allowances represents 1 ton of carbon dioxide emissions. So it means that the government sets a limit on the carbon that may be emitted for each company, and it is represented by the carbon dioxide emissions allowances. And these allowances could be sold to another company. This is the graph of the trading volume of carbon dioxide emissions allowances. So the trading volume is increasing from the 2005. From this fact, we can assume that this emission trading system has some real effects on the real economy and the carbon dioxide emissions. And the second one, carbon tax is more direct way to implement our thoughts. So it means that the polluters will pay per ton of a carbon they release into the atmosphere to a government by tax. Instead of being able to pollute for free, the polluters must pay a price for carbon pollution they create. This is an example of a carbon tax in Australia. I don't know whether they exactly execute the policy in exactly the same way as this, but yeah, this is just an example. If companies are to be charged $26 for every ton of carbon their business produces, then the carbon tax they should pay will look like this. This number is just multiply $26 by this amount, and this amount means that each company carbon dioxide produces. Then next things we have to think about is which one is better. Our answers for this question will be presented by the next presenter, Hyung-Chae.